Hey, good evening, everybody. When I go to my YouTube channel, the analytics, whatever it's called, it says 1.5% of my viewers come from Ireland. So, here it is. Soak it up. I'm actually, what the hell am I? About half Irish, half German. So, my fighting days are over, but if you want to go a round or two, I'm willing. All right, here's the deal. I set off a absolute fire here this morning. My phone went off more times than I can count. By the way, it's about 7:45 p.m. This phone does not do it justice. You cannot believe how dark it's getting quick. It's unbelievable. Before I start, here's the deal. I've been accused of rambling on a lot, repeating myself. I agree. That's who I am. I'm not a very good speaker in front of people or even in front of my own little phone by myself. So, if you don't care for the rambling or repeating myself or not having my words all correct and speaking fluently, highly suggest that you click off this video right now. Because it's not like I have this prepared. I'm just speaking. Okay? All right. Where the hell did it begin? I'm going back to work. Away from home. Within the railroad industry, which has been my forte for the last 22 years. We're walking to the barn right now for a reason. I don't even know where to start. I really don't. There's been multiple phone calls since I've been home. There has been a handful of offers before I came home to stay. And I obviously declined them all. I mean, I've been home now for 4.5 months, something like that. All respectful, all honorable. I'm not a man that toots my own horn. I think that's actually for losers. Excuse my language. I don't know how else to talk right now. I take it as a very big pat on the back. I worked very hard for a long time and then decided to come home. Well, a conversation was had Thursday night, Friday night of last week, and it put a lot of things in motion. I'll try my best to explain it to you. Long story short, I'm going back to work on a limited basis. I'll try and make that make sense to you. I have been working my butt off, kind of, sort of, not to mention proper management of the animals that I have here, since the decision was made. It was final and I dare say blessed today. Sorry about that teaser video this morning, but whatever. You got to talk to somebody, so I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, here I go. I'm rambling again. I've worked my butt off here lately in the last few days, practicing a little bit of management with the animals that I have, and I'm going to tell you why. It's a done deal. I've got the next 2.5 weeks at home here on the farm. I leave, I got to hop a flight to headquarters, kind of plug myself back into the system, so to speak. October 8th or 9th, one of them. I got to pick one. I got to get my flight too. Plug myself into the system for a full day, sit down, talk with some people, and this, that, the other thing. Get my head wrapped around the game again, because I fully and completely let it go when I left. And then hop another flight for downstate Michigan. Of course, I'll be going into Detroit. And going from there. I'll leave it alone. Now, I said it's on a limited basis. It is. I am not going to tell you that I'm working half-time, because that does not apply. Here's perfect world, and here's the agreement. And this is basically the way I ran things for 6 months plus before I got home full-time. I take off Sunday morning after chores. Because I'm looking at downstate Michigan, possibly Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and there's some speculation within Wisconsin. I take off, got some coughing, I take off Sunday morning after chores and a nice little breakfast. Get where I need to go, get settled in, get the week going, this, that, the other thing. Perfect world is I'm home every Wednesday evening around chore time. Remember, I said that's perfect world, and we do not live in a perfect world. That can change a little bit here and there. It's fine. All right. So, yeah, that's the deal. I'm rambling again, but I really don't care, and I'm not going to apologize for it, because there's a lot of things going on up here right now. Too much for one person to handle, but it's okay. Day by day, I'm getting through it. Why did I make this decision? I've done this for, I'm going to repeat 3 reasons. For the greater good of this farm, for the greater good of some people that are around me, for the good of me. Understand I'm putting myself towards last. And for the greater good of the company, a company which treated me like no other employee's been treated, because I treated them like no other employees treated a company, which is the way it's supposed to work. So often these days, everybody thinks about what the company owes them. What do they owe them? What do they owe them? You better get your head out of your butt, because that's not the way it works. Nah, I'm not gonna go down that route. The farm's doing fine. I'm doing fine. Everything has gone. It's been a hell of a year. It's been a disastrous year, to be honest with you. There's farmers going bankrupt after this year up here where I'm at, with the weather, everything else, milk prices, beef prices, the list goes on and on. I'm doing okay. I really am. And I believe I'd continue to do okay if I stayed home. I know that I would. I just don't like the writing on the wall. This Holstein feeder steer market that I'm in, I don't like where that's going. I am not comfortable with it. Here's the deal. It doesn't take a very smart person to do their own financial forecast. If you don't know how to do one, I'll lend you my number and we'll talk for 2 seconds and I'll let you know how to do it. I am not comfortable with my own financial forecast. A year from now, I don't like it. Depending on the market now, or worse, which is the way you need to look at that. So here's what we're doing, guys. I'm taking this next amount of undisclosed amount of time. I don't know how long this is going to be. I can promise you right now, I will not be raising Holstein bull calves next year, starting in the spring, because I will be on the road working at least half the week. I probably shouldn't be talking about, I don't even hardly know what to say right now. I guarantee I'm looking at a 2-year commitment. We'll see what happens. I have a commitment to give to the company because they're giving me a commitment. However long it's going to be, this time is going to be reserved for building a solid beef herd, cow-calf operation. I didn't do that before I got home. Now we have a good beef herd here, but that's what this time is for. To continue operating the farm and to build a solid cow-calf operation, which means a lot more animals. I hate that I'm saying this, but these black and whites, they got to go, and they are going. I'm going to share with you what I'm going to do here. A lot of you are going to flip, but I got to do what I have to do. This comes with a big commitment from my dad. Understand, I'm going to be gone. Sundays most of the day through Wednesday evenings. Now, Dad's okay with it. He's very accepting to it, which I'm pretty damn lucky. Yeah, pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. But it's going to come with me shipping some animals out of here. I have to delete the 200 to 300 extra movements a day, if that makes any sense. And I'll share with you what I'm about to do. I'm rambling again. If it makes you mad, click off. I've also had some personal things go on. I'm not telling you that I made my decision based on it, but it's a little bit part of it. I've had a personal lingering issue well before I got home, when I got home, and in the last 7-8 weeks it's been a whirlwind. I don't know how else to put it. That issue is a non-existent. Now, as we speak, it's non-existent. I hold everybody watching these videos to being a smart person until proven otherwise. I think you can make heads or tails what I'm talking about. If not, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to talk about it. That wasn't the decision maker, but it was part of it. So here's what I'm doing. I'm running up almost on 15 minutes here, and this thing's going to cut off. It is going to cut off. I tell you what, guys, so I can give you a proper explanation. I'm almost at 15 minutes. I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to make a video number 2. Okay? All right. We'll talk to you in just a bit.